Hey bikers, thanks for tuning in to another Biker Man video.
That ain't good.
Today, I got a fun one for you. Emphasis on you, because it didn't start out that fun and it didn't end that fun for me. Stay tuned. So yeah, there's some bumps along the trails on this one, but as you can see, it was an absolutely incredible day. This winter has been super wet, and this is one of the few weeks, sort of. I got a couple rides in this week, but this was one of the few weeks where it had dried out just enough. The temperature was nice enough that we could actually use these trails. I think on this day it was still pretty cold. It was, I don't know, probably in the mid 30s, maybe the high 30s at the most. And there are some spots where you'll see that there are some ice on the trail and some ice in some of the like little sort of pond areas along the trail. But for the most part, it was clear, it was blue skies, it was gorgeous. I was so excited. Here's a little bit of that ice. I was so excited to get out. And it ended up being a little bit of a bummer because at the end, towards the end of the ride, I had a little incident and I had to cut the ride short. But earlier when I said that the beginning and the end of the ride ended up being a bummer, you can see coming up here, look how nice this day was. Look at this dirt. Yeah, hardly any mud. Beautiful, even a little bit of green grass coming up. But anyway, the trails are looking nice, and at this point here I'm like super excited. This is just like the first couple minutes of the ride, and well, I'll just let this play out for you.
Ooh, fuck. Oh. What was that? Ouch.
Yeah, so that's how my day started out. So basically I came around this corner. It was kind of hard to see in the video, but there's still a lot of leaves on the ground, and I came around this corner and there's like a stump that's sticking out, like it's running perpendicular to the trail, but it's like pointing out. And so I came around the corner. I didn't see it. It was beneath some leaves, and I hit it with my back tires, and so I just kind of like was like hitting a wall, almost like a little bit of whiplash, and I flew forward off my seat and hit like the handlebar area with my legs and my thigh. Luckily I didn't go over the bars, and luckily nothing happened to my bike, because I mean I was moving along pretty quick, so I escaped without any incident, no rolled ankles or anything like that. But it was definitely a wake-up call. I think it's one of those things that, like, if I had been riding more, I wouldn't even, I mean, it was ever so slightly off the trail, you know. I just came around, took that corner a little too tight. But so much of the riding I've been doing is on the street, because like these trails have been closed. You just don't quite have your balance and your coordination down like you normally do. Had a little tree on the trail here. I tried to pull it out of the way, but it was connected and I wasn't able to help the next guy out who was going to come through. What are your guys' trails in? Kind of a condition are your guys' trails in right now? Currently, this trail is actually like underwater. We got a few inches of rain the other day, and then last week some areas here got like 6 inches of rain. So yeah, this is completely underwater. And then you can see here on this day that I went, it's kind of hard to tell here, but this is like ice, kind of iced over. I'm like cracking through some of the ice. But this was really the worst area as far as the mud was concerned. Everything else was awesome. I've been watching a lot of other bike videos lately of guys that are like riding in the snow, and I feel bad complaining about the weather that we've had because I see what those guys are dealing with. I'm sure if those guys saw this video, they'd friggin' be stoked. I mean, this was an absolute beautiful day. I was so excited to be out there. This little pond area right here, there's not normally water in it, but it was all iced over too. It was pretty cool. It's cool to be outside when it actually looks so beautiful, but that like you still have a little bit of that icy air and the ice still hanging on the water. I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually rode these trails a couple of months back, and this looks so much different now with there being like no leaves. Before it was just like a lush jungle. Oh yeah, look at those roots. Ride up, ride up. Oh man, I wish I was here right now. Check this spot out. Yeah, that's all iced over. And you get a really nice view of my hand and glove. Check that out. Oh, nice glove. Yeah. Well, it would have been a beautiful spot. So another byproduct of the cold weather is that the creeks are like running blue and absolutely gorgeous. I don't remember if I stopped and got a good view of it. This is the spot.
Ooh, that didn't sound good. It sounded like smoke. I think that was the one I
Yep.
last time. Yep.
That's what happened, y'all. I was about halfway through this ride, and all I was doing was pedaling up this little hill, and I heard that spoke pop. Look at that thing.
That ain't good.
Beautiful day. Hadn't ridden trails in so long, and then that happens. And like I said, I was only maybe halfway through. So the rest of this ride is just me kind of trying to make my way back. Luckily, I was able to get my bike to the shop, because it's hard for me to justify like buying the things that I need to buy to replace a spoke, because they're like, when you take them to the bike shop, they're like $25 to replace. But anyway, I was able to get my bike in the same day. I got it back the next day, and then I actually finished this ride 2 days later, and I got some awesome video of that. A lot of it, obviously I'm riding the same trails, so I try to do a little bit more stopping and just like shooting some cool video, and I'll get that edited and up as soon as I can. But I'll try to make it look a little bit different from this one, since it is sort of the same trails. But luckily, like I said, I was able to get my bike back in time to enjoy the week-long beautiful weather. And there's that crystal clear, like blue water creek right down there. Normally it's muddy. You can see it's clear now. But yeah, the cold temperatures help the water clear up. So have you guys ever like broken a spoke on a ride before? unfortunately for me, it's something that's happened a few times. But what are your how do you guys approach that? I mean, like I'm kind of just like riding really slow and take some shortcuts back to the parking lot, but like how did you guys handle it? Do you guys fix your own spokes? Or do you guys take it to the shop? I don't know. It seems I've seen some people doing it and it feels like something that's a little bit beyond my skill level. And especially since it's not super expensive to have it done. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to another Bikerman video. Listen to that spoke clicking. Hope it was fun for you. It was frustrating for me, but nonetheless, I got to enjoy a beautiful day on the bike. So, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you out there.